Before we get into the latest rumors surrounding Odell Beckham Jr., Giants Now, we're in a subscriber battle with Bears Now, a channel here at Chat Sports. We're not just trying to beat them on the football field come Sunday. We're trying to add more subscribers than they do this week. So help me out. If you want to go 3-1, if you want to beat the Chicago Bears, subscribe to the channel right now. Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, as always. The rumors surrounding Odell Beckham Jr. are heating up. Saquon Barkley, he did an interview following the game on Monday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys, and he said he called Odell Beckham Jr. They were talking about Sterling Shepard, but he said he asked him about a couple things. This is what Saquon had to say. He said, I actually just got off the phone with Odell last night talking about Shep. Oh, he's a different cat. Special player, especially with the ball in his hands. The things he can do on a football field, how he's able to just light up a stadium. And I know that he's doing everything he can in his rehab to come back even better. I look forward to it. So hopefully, you never know, hopefully one day we're on the same team again, and here we go. Saquon Barkley, he said something to Odell Beckham like, we need you back. We just lost Sterling Shepard. I need you back with the New York Football Giants, rocking that Giants blue. 13-26 on the football field yet again. The Giants, they are decimated at receivers. We'll show you some stats. It is brutal the way the Giants wide receiver core is stacking up so far through the first 3 games of the season. They could use a guy like Odell Beckham Jr. I know the salary cap is going to be a problem, but if Odell Beckham really wants to be a New York Football Giant again, he would come here and sign a minimum contract because that's really all the Giants could offer. He has flirted and talked and tempted and taunted Giants fans on Twitter and Instagram the past couple of weeks about coming back to the Giants. We'll show you those quotes in a second. But if he really wanted to be a Giant again, he would sign a veteran minimum contract. I'll ask you guys this question, though. I want the real ones to stand up and show out. Should the Giants sign Odell Beckham Jr.? Type OBJ for yes, the Giants should sign him, or type no BJ for no, you don't think the Giants should even think about re-signing Odell Beckham. Last week, reports came out from Aaron Wilson of Pro Football Network that Brian Daboll has been FaceTiming with free agent wide receivers. There was rumors that it was Odell Beckham. There was rumors that it was Cole Beasley. Look, the Giants, they need to go out and get a wide receiver. Brian Daboll, he knows that. And that is why he's been talking to wide receivers. And there was a report that came out on Twitter that Odell Beckham has been in contact with the New York Giants over the past couple weeks at least one time. So there's been confirmed reports that the Giants and Odell Beckham have talked. If he wants to come, it's going to have to be on a 1-year veteran minimum contract. This was Odell Beckham on Instagram a couple of weeks ago. A fan said, Odell, come back to New York. We need you ASAP. No Rocky. And then OBJ said that was fire emojis. We'll see. I do miss my damn squad. Wanted to win a ring for that city. Well, he won a ring with LA. It's time for him to win one for the New York Football Giants. And OBJ is still a good football player. If you look at what he did last year, he played 6 games for the Browns, 9 games for the Los Angeles Rams. You can blame Baker Mayfield for the lack of success that Odell Beckham had during his time with the Cleveland Browns. It didn't work out. But when he got to LA, when he got to play with a good quarterback, his career took off yet again. In 9 games, he had 31 receptions for 6 touchdowns and 359 yards. He had that touchdown in the Super Bowl. He looked really good. I thought he was on his way to win Super Bowl MVP, but then he tore his ACL. We all know what Odell Beckham was and meant for the New York Football Giants. Look at this. 13, 12, 10, 3, 6. This guy was one of the best, if not the best, wide receivers in the NFL when he wore the red, white, and blue. I mean, his rookie season in 12 games, he had 91 receptions for 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns. The next year, 96 receptions for 1,450 and 13 touchdowns. He was arguably the most electric player in the NFL when he played with the New York Giants. What was the game plan? Keep the other team very low scoring, keep the Giants within striking distance in the fourth quarter, and then hopefully Odell Beckham makes some magic happen like he did too many times with the Giants back in that 2016 season. The last time the Giants made the playoffs. I know the boat incident, whatever you want to say, the most overblown thing in NFL history. But I'll ask you this question, because I know there's a lot of guys on this channel and ladies that don't really like Odell Beckham Jr. There's a lot of them that do. So I want to ask you this question. Who is the better Giants wide receiver? Like when you're talking all-time Giants wide receivers, who are you putting at the number one spot on your list? Type 13 for Odell Beckham Jr. or type 81 for the sideline toe drag swag Amani Toomer. I also want to tell you guys about our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. When you go to chatsports.com/bet and use that promo code chat125, they're going to hook you guys up with a 125% deposit bonus. What does that mean? Put $100 into your account and they'll match it. They'll give you a free $125. Bet on the Giants this week. They're 3.5-point favorites against the Chicago Bears. I like the Giants to win that football game, and I'll take the points. I think the Giants, they'll cover and they'll win. Be like me, make some money. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Remember, you got to use that promo code chat125. Will Odell Beckham sign with the Giants? Maybe. I would probably say no. There's definitely a chance he can if he wanted to. But the Giants, they need a wide receiver bad. These wide receivers have let Daniel Jones down so far through the first 3 games of the year. I mean, when you look at the wide receiver depth chart, Sterling Shepard's hurt. He's out for the year. Kadarius Toney, he's hurt. Wan'Dale Robinson, he's hurt. Kenny Golladay, he's Kenny Golladay at this point. One of the most disappointing players the Giants have ever signed, and arguably the biggest bust in NFL free agency history. Richie James, David Sills, and Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton hasn't even played. If your kids are around you, shield your eyes, because we're about to show you the most ugly graphic we've ever put on this show. Look at the Giants wide receiver leaders through 3 weeks of the 2022 season. If you would have told me that through 3 weeks, Richie James would be the leader for the Giants statistically at the wide receiver group that are healthy, I would have called you a liar. But there he is, 14 receptions, 146 yards. David Sills, 5 grabs, 57 yards. Kenny Golladay, 2 catches, 22 yards. And Wan'Dale Robinson, he hasn't even played since week 1. He left the game in the first quarter of week 1. So he's missed the past, 11 quarters of football, and he's still the 4th Giants leading receiver through 3 games with 1 reception for 5 yards. You notice Kadarius Toney's not on this list. He hasn't caught a pass yet this season. Art Stapleton, he mentioned this. He said, Brian Dable said Kadarius Toney and Wan'Dale Robinson are getting closer, but sounds like more progress is needed to be ready for Sunday versus the Bears. If the Giants want to win this football game, they need these 2 guys on the football field. I need to see 17. I need to see 89. Because look, in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft, you drafted a wide receiver. Hasn't caught a pass this year. In the second round of the 2022 NFL Draft, you drafted a wide receiver. He's caught 1 pass. In 2021 NFL free agency, you paid a wide receiver $78 million or $72 million, and he is just cheeks. These 2 guys up on screen, Wan'Dale Robinson and Kadarius Toney, they need to play and they need to step up and live up to the draft bill. Because, look, you spent premium picks on these guys. You need them to produce at a premium rate. I think Wan'Dale Robinson can be great. I think Kadarius Toney can be great. But the best ability is availability. And if you're not going to be on the football field, you're not going to help this team win. And right now, they're not doing anything to help this team win. We need them back this week. The Bears, they're a very beatable football team. But you have to have playmakers on the field. You can't just line up David Sills, Richie James, and Darius Slayton all game. You need primetime players to play. These guys are primetime guys. You need them out there. I appreciate everybody that's made New York Giants Now a part of their day today. We're going to be going live on the channel in a couple of hours, but the rumors were too hot not to get you guys a video as soon as possible. So tune in later to the show. We'll go live. Subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you get that noti. And if you're a real one, you made it this far in the video, drop a real one in the comments right now.